100% Chelsea. Scott's back. Hello. Where the fuck have you been?
I've been working and preparing for the news. Well, not the news, for the big event.
The big event. Scott, one of my very good friends, 12th of February is the due date. He's going to be a dad. He's the first one of my friends to be a dad. Mate, listen. I know it's a very different, but were you tailheading at all today? Very different to a baby, obviously, you know, different whole, you know, if you want to look at that, go Discovery Channel, we ain't about that life. But
I wasn't actually.
You weren't? No. You were confident?
No, I wasn't confident, but I wasn't so nervous. I was just hoping, I was hoping more for relief, because I think over the whole game we were definitely a better team. I think, to be honest, I'm one of the people that you give credit when it's due and give credit to Sarri. He's coming off the back of a terrible result against Arsenal, a questionable tactic in the press conference, I think, personally, from my point of view, and he had to come and show something today. He had to change something from the Arsenal game. He had to try and motivate his players, and in the first half, my God, did he. Like, every player to a man, with the possible exception of Barkley. I thought he was the only one that was a little bit anonymous, but that tends to happen. Every player was up to it. I thought Jorginho had a good game for his what we've seen recently. I thought he offered more in the final third, or in the attacking third, so much more this game, or at least in the first half. Hazard, I mean, there's nothing more to be said. He's actually in the proper position. He's where he needs to be playing. Giroud didn't have the best of game, but I don't think it was needed.
I honestly, he was very unfortunate with a lot of the chances. I thought he played quite well. That's my opinion.
I agree. I think in terms of, he didn't have a lot in terms of like touch on the ball, or in terms of impact, in terms of actual play. But what he did was he made the two centre-backs have to mark him, because he's quite a physical player. So I thought that's where it helped. So although he wasn't maybe getting on the ball as much, that kind of helped. The second half wasn't quite as good. I don't know what it was. Like up until they scored, I don't know what it was. It wasn't like we were playing any worse. It was just Tottenham had a lot more space on the ball and whatnot. It was odd. The only other real negative from the game I can think of is,
you know, everyone's been so negative today.
I'm positive, but there's one thing that I've noticed, and that's Hudson-Odoi. And this game has made me realise that Sarri don't trust him. And if I'm honest, and I know people probably won't agree with me, I think we should sell him. Based on the fact, let me explain, because I know people will go to the comments and get annoyed and say, oh, we shouldn't have said.
Standard.
Let me explain. If I had my druthers, if I had free reign of the club, if I had my choice, I'd say we start him. He's our starting right wing. He should stay at the club for many years. But you can quite clearly see from this game and other games that Sarri doesn't trust him, at least not fully. I don't know what he sees, if he must not see the same things. And the problem is that if this continues, which I can see it doing, particularly now that Willian and Pedro are fit again, it's going to get to the point where Hudson-Odoi, there is almost no chance of him signing at the minute. If this carries on, there is none. There is no chance of him signing. And the problem is, right now, we're not ever going to, unless he plays between now and the end of the season, we're not going to get any more than we will right now. So
we'll get nothing.
We'll get some if we sell him in the summer, but it won't be as much we get now. It'll be pushing 30 mil maybe, but it's only anywhere near the 40 mil we want.
Yeah, it'll be the 25 million euros probably.
That's a 15 million drop from what we could sell him now. And then it gets to January and he's gone for basically free. We'll get a bit for compensation because he's under 23, but it's nothing. And that's why I think we're in a situation right now with Hudson-Odoi. This will be a little bit extreme, but this is kind of a simple way of looking at it, where there's three ways that this Hudson-Odoi situation gets worked out. Either he improves, and I don't see how he can because he seems to be doing everything he needs to. Either he goes or Sarri goes, and I don't really see Sarri going anytime soon, at least not before next season.
How would Sarri go and affect Callum Hudson-Odoi?
Because then we might get someone who trusts him more. That's all I mean by that. That's why I said
this is Chelsea.
I know, but at the end of the day, it's the manager who picks the team. So
yeah,
you could say if Sarri wants to play Hudson-Odoi.
But at the same time, like I was saying to someone earlier, Chelsea's philosophy, success by any means necessary. If you're in Sarri's position, do you take the risk and potentially lose your job, or do you use players that just simply seasoned professionals, not necessarily better, but are less risky to use in the side?
I'd say where we are right now with the situation, we're in, he has to. If we were doing better, if we were winning most games, then yeah, fair enough. Or if like say Pedro was performing, or not every week but most weeks, then yeah. But I think with the fact that Pedro's dropping a bit, Willian is just Willian. he has to.
Yeah.
There's no real other option at this point, and so I think that's why I said either Sarri goes, we get a new manager who trusts him, or Hudson-Odoi goes, and I think it's Hudson-Odoi at this point.